Ayo, heyo, hello, Spio here. You know that if I'm back, I am back with hatred in my heart and just like anger. Like, I don't come here when I'm happy, alright? Like, obviously, I don't want to be just negative, but let me tell you about the worst movie I've seen this year. It is like, I saw this in March, April. Worst movie of the year so far, 2024. Worst movie of my life. I have never. This. It made like 2.4 million box office, I think, versus its 15 million budget. Thank God. This movie should not have been made. I would not have survived this movie if it wasn't for me and my sibling having our phone this whole time and being the only two people in the movie theater so we could talk crap. I think it was there for, I don't know if it was 3 weeks or it was cut out 3 weeks short from movie theaters because it was doing bad, but I'm glad. So I want to be a person. Let me put the title on the screen because I don't want to say the word. The American Society of Magical. I can't. Yeah, I don't know how to say it. This was directed, mind you. I don't know if it was written and directed, but directed by Kobe Libby. I'm almost sure it was. But I hate that man now too. Apparently he's a comedian. Not very funny. Not very funny if you're asking me. This movie set civil rights back like by several ages. Spoiler alert. I saw the trailer. I don't remember when I was watching another movie in theaters. I might have been Madam Web if I'm being honest. When I was watching Madam Web in theaters, this trailer came on, and the concept is there is a secret society of magical black people who have, well, magic, and awesome. I was like, oh my god, that is so exciting. What a good concept. And then they like show them like lighting things from a distance, and like they have these little tricks and cool things that they do, except they drop the hat. And the whole reason they have magical powers, or what they use their magical powers for, I don't know if it's because of it, is to placate white people, because white discomfort is the most violent threat to society as it is. Which, yes, that is very true. If you look outside, oh my god, like, yes, it is. That is ruining like all of society right now. However, putting it on like black people to placate white people and it being their responsibility, and also giving like the whole concept of having power to satisfy white people to keep them happy is crazy. And then there's like supposed to be a love triangle with one of the actors, and I was like, okay, maybe there's more to it. I want to extend grace. I love supporting things. I love like women-led cast, minority-led cast, like anything that is like not just white status quo. I am going to support best I can. So the fool that I am, because I guess I didn't hear that people were like boycotting this movie, which rightfully so, they should have. Like black people were like, let's not go watch this movie, y'all. Let's let this flop. They were right and they should have, and I feel bad that I even gave my $20 to this movie. $20? Do you know what I could do with $20? Well, actually, I also ate like popcorn and soda, but hopefully that just went to the movie theater themselves instead of this damn movie, because oh my god. So if only my $20 went to this, I'll be like at least a little bit happy, if not still very ashamed that I contributed to that like $2.4 million pool. I'm surprised it made that much. When I ordered those tickets, I was like, there's 2 more sets of people in this movie theater. There's gonna be 6 of us. I went in that movie theater. There was not. If it was not for my phone and my sibling's phone and us being the only 2 people in the movie theater to talk out loud and talk our shit, we would not have made it through that movie. I wanted to leave 30 minutes in. This man, Kobe, Libby, and Ari Aster are like my 2 enemies in cinema. If I ever see those people's names again, I hate them. And I was mad at the actors for being in this movie, because I was like, oh my gosh, these people cannot be in this movie. Like, you greenlit this? You were like, let me be the lead man in this movie? You're crazy. And then I was complaining about this online in person because people were like, that sounds like cool. Let me know how it is. And I was like, oh, actually, this sets civil rights back. They were like, maybe the actors didn't know, like, you know, like maybe they were like, their agent went and looked for that and they got the role, or they were just offered it without really reading the thing. Yeah, so the main guy, Justice Smith, apparently Justice Smith went on like this whole thing. He was in like the D&D movie. I didn't watch the D&D movie. I wanted to. Great actor, I can't lie. But he went in this whole like tirade, like, or not tirade, he went online very much defending the movie and like being, I don't know, just doubling down about it. So like, he knew about it. And then Annie Logan, she rocks, great chemistry. Like, her and him had great chemistry in the movie. Like, they were acting was like great. I believed in the romance. However, I can't like support you guys. Maybe her, because she didn't double down like he did. But I watched this because like I was like, Nicole Byer's in it. She's cute. She's funny. She's a comedian. Like, I love her. I watched her and nailed it. I know she's in Wipeout. She's fun. She's cute. So I was like, let me support. Let me watch. I love her. She's gonna be in it. Let's have fun. Like, to me, if I like even relatively enjoy a movie, because I'm not a movie critic, if I even relatively enjoy a movie and it's like even like half good, like if I can even give it like 3 stars, I'm gonna enjoy, like, it's a good movie to me. If I had any fun, it's a good movie to me. Guess how much fun I had in this movie? Oh wait, oh, none, no fun. Spoiler alert, no fun. If it was not for me talking my shit and getting this out of it, being able to like vent and tell people that I hate this movie with all my heart, because people also find it funny when I'm mad, yeah, I wouldn't have gotten anything out of it. I would have lost $20. and 2 hours of my life. And I still did lose those two things. However, at least I get to have passion and anger and hatred added into my life because of it. And it has motivated me. That fuel and anger and spite has fueled me to record this video for you now in midnight in my room. Yeah, so I was like, let me hope that the trailer is just like doing this whole thing. This cute little love triangle is gonna happen. And yeah, no, it didn't get any better. That was the whole concept. He's trying to do this thing. He's helping these people. He ends up being this white man's coworker, token friend, and their company goes in this whole like civil rights thing where the company doesn't really acknowledge, or like the AI doesn't recognize black people, and it's because they didn't have black people working for it. And so he's kind of just there as a token friend to like hype up the guy. And then the guy, which also was a commentary on like sexism, takes the project from the woman who'd been working on this, and then he's supposed to present it instead of her because it's more palpable coming from a white man. And that could have been his whole thing, but she's also like, you know, she was like, I don't know if she was Latina or anything or mixed, but she was like, you know, white to me. I don't know what she is. And Justice Smith, mind you, is very, very light skinned. Like he and I are like pretty comparable and close. So like, obviously look at my skin. I'm not the one to be talking about all these things, but like, you know, it's really easy to see a lot of things wrong in this, because like, you know, this didn't even have any commentary on like colorism really. It was just like black people and white people. And like, I think we all know that there's like, you know, white man, white woman, black man, well, light skin black man, light skin black woman, dark skin black man, dark skin black woman. Like if you understand colorism at all, these are things. Colorism exists in all races, in all of societies, all right? Like just ask anybody. So there was no commentary on that. And then, so there's like this whole presentation. We get to the presentation, we do this whole thing. Like the chemistry between the main actress and the guy, great, beautiful. Justice Smith and Annie Lee Bogan had great chemistry. I love the acting. But Justice Smith, I think like near the end of the movie, that's like the climax, the big reveal, or the big thing. They're having the presentation. It's all being live streamed everywhere. And he gets like, he just finally snaps. He has this whole thing about like, I just realized for the first time in my life that it's not my responsibility to keep white people happy. Like what you said was racist. What you did was racist. And then there's this whole 7-minute thing. I think it was 7 minutes. This whole 7-minute tirade of like, I'm 25 and like this is the first time in my life that I've realized it's not my responsibility. I'm gonna level with you. That's dumb. Like even being light skinned, if you're black or a minority at all, this is in America, right? If you're in America at all, you pretty much realize very early on, if you're any kind of different, where you fit in society and how different it is for you versus them. Me being Latino or speaking Spanish first puts that thing into my perspective. Very early on, like I'm talking elementary school, duh. Like mind you, like elementary school, please. And I'm also like, you know, light skin, and I could speak English and I don't have an accent. So like I could integrate decently, but there is still like that acknowledgement. If you're a woman at all, you kind of know very early on, like at the age of 7, how women are treated versus men. If you're black, no way you get to 25 or 27 or whatever the hell the age he said he is in the workforce and finally realize that people are racist and you aren't responsible and it's their fault. Don't play in my face. Are you kidding? This dumb ass movie. Because there's like, look, so there was like Barbie, right? And people are like, oh, this is like first wave intro to feminism for young girls. Yeah, but that was like intro to feminism for girls and it's fun. It's a Barbie movie. You're not supposed to expect something crazy. This is the Magical Society, the American Society of Magical, and this is for like adults. This was marketed hardly at all. And this is for people of color who they don't need that message. I'm going to tell you right now, they don't need that message. Do you think white people are going to watch a movie about black people with magic? Like, have you seen the things people do about like anime and Harry Potter? How like there was nary a black person, and there's like comments of like that anytime there's any diversity, they're like, oh my gosh, not it going woke. Do you think white people or people who need to see this message at all are going to watch a movie about the American Society of Magical Black People? No. So why are you telling us this message coming from a very light-skinned man, very close in shade to me, mind you, who had no commentary on colorism, just existing as a black person to him, someone who is so much lighter passing than his like the guy who brings him into the magical society and everyone else in the magical society, he was like the lightest skinned one there. Do you think this message is for us? For them? Do you think these people need to learn any of it as being darker skinned people who actually like very immediately and more aggressively receive these judgments placed upon them? Are you kidding? And there's like nothing. The only saving grace was Justice Smith's acting and Annie Lee Bogan's love story, cute little acting. Because I was rooting for him. I wanted him to be happy. The acting was good. I thought it was really cute. There is nothing else saving this movie. The length was too long for how bad it was. The execution was really dumb. And mind you, this man, what is it? I forgot his name. Because I want to forget everything about this movie. The director, Mr. Kobe Libby, isn't a comedian. That when I tell you I laughed not once in that movie except when I and my sister were like, let's leave. That's when I laughed. When I was like, this movie fucking sucks. I'm so glad we're on our phones. Thank God. That's when I laughed. When I was like, this movie's so bad. Let me walk around this theater to make sure that when we're talking out loud that we are not disrupting anyone and I see not one person in this theater. That's when I laughed. I laughed when I noticed there was not one damn person in this theater and I shouldn't have been there either. I should not have been there either. 30 minutes in, I wanted to leave because this movie was such a shit-ass movie. I'm sorry. Like, shout out to everybody who worked on that movie. I'm sorry I didn't stay for the credits. I didn't even want to stay for the movie itself. But that was not worth it. I'm glad y'all got your check. I hope it wasn't relevant to how much you were going to get paid based on the success of the movie because, oh my God. This movie, oh my God. I'm glad it failed. I'm glad it failed. Unfortunately, Midsommar still succeeded and is like a classic for the horror movie girls. But I'm glad this movie failed. One thing I am glad about. One thing I'm glad about is this movie failed, and I hope like these people get blacklisted or something because I'm pissed. This movie sucked. Like, who was this message for? That 7-minute monologue about an adult man realizing that he's like black. You're dumb. Are you kidding? That's stupid. The 7-minute monologue was both badly written, badly executed, way too long. The cinematic cuts to his face and like the ambience to it was really bad. I'm like, the message isn't for us. And then the status quo doesn't change after the fact either. Like, this movie's so bad. Oh, like, I really thought I was going to cut it short, but like 12 minutes? And mind you, I'm like speed talking here. So like, I know people are going to be like, oh my God, dude, slow down. My bad. But when I'm heated, I am heated. That movie sucked. That movie sucked so bad. I'm probably going to insert clips here if I find them on my phone on Snapchat when I was like, look, this theater's empty, haha, good, because this movie fucking sucks. Yeah. I hope you didn't watch that movie. If you watched that movie, if you were one of 10 people in this country, the States maybe, who watched that movie, I'm sorry. I hope we are unified by trauma and sadness and pain, because there was nothing else that we could have gotten other than like hopefully a laugh at its expense. Signing out. Goodbye. Ow. Okay, bye.